guys, welcome to my channel, Motivation J. My name's Johnny, and if you haven't been to my channel before, it's all about motivation and getting you guys inspired. And I'm going to be sharing with you my daily tips and techniques that I use myself in my own personal growth and development. So stay tuned for my future videos and like and subscribe. Okay guys, so step number one is already having the mindset that you want to change. That's the major part here that will play a factor in how far you go and changing your mindset to becoming a more successful person. I know for myself, I was very frustrated, and it took me a while to unleash and break free of my own thoughts that were limiting myself from achieving the goals that I wanted. Okay guys, so step number two is you have to learn how to stop negotiating with yourself. You need to apply discipline to your own thoughts. You might not realize it, but you're actually in control of everything you do in your life, and you're limiting yourself if you're letting your own emotions and feelings dictate on what you're going to be doing and achieving. So learn how to control those thoughts. When you feel like you don't want to do something, it doesn't matter if you don't feel like doing it. You got to do it. That's how you achieve your goals. Okay guys, so step number three would be start doing the things that you don't normally want to do, right? That's a big thing I believe in, is the shit that you don't want to do is the shit that you got to do. And I think there's something to that. It's because if it's hard and you don't want to do it, that's something that you probably should do. And after you start doing that, even if it's just implemented into a small thing every day, a little thing like I didn't want to go for a run, I was going to take my car to the grocery store because I didn't want to walk there. Just start doing those little things. You'll start to appreciate, and you'll feel that gratification that will make you want to do more and excel. And the more work that you do, the better that you're going to feel. Trust me by this, because I've been doing it for about 1.5 years now, and my life has totally changed. I went from drinking a 6-pack of beer every day, like 7 days a week, you know, working full-time, smoking cigarettes, and just really unhealthy and bad habits that I had a hard time breaking for years. And once I decided, hey, this is stupid, you know, I want to change my mindset and I want to get somewhere in my life and I want to grow and become rich, I realized, hey, this is number one step, is to break these bad habits. And a bunch of the things that I started doing were reading books and doing positive affirmations, you know, like Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk. Those are very powerful people for me, and definitely changed my life. So step number 4 would be setting a goal, right? Set a short-term goal, a mid-term goal, and a long-term goal, and write them down on paper and actually read them to yourself once or twice a day. The more the better, and you'll start to believe these goals will actually come true. And in the beginning, you know, set goals that are realistic. You don't want to say, I'm going to be a millionaire in 2 weeks. Like, just be realistic about your goals. Start off small and accomplish them and repeat them to yourself, and it'll do wonders for you. It's the power of auto-suggestion, right? So you're basically programming your mind to think that you're going to have these things. The power behind auto-suggestion is amazing, that you can basically be thinking that you're doing something without thinking it, right? The subconscious mind is actually programming and mapping your brain to get where you want to go without you even realizing it. So by reading your goals out loud every day, it's definitely going to help you on your mission and your journey to transforming your life to being a better person. Okay guys, so progress is key. You always want to keep moving forward, even if it feels like you haven't completed your end goal. But if you look back and think about how far that you've came, that is going to be a huge factor in motivating you to keep going even more. It might just be a simple thing as, oh, I learned how to do this, or I finished reading one book, or I went out for a jog 1 week, right? Those little things are still progress. You don't want to hold yourself back, because you'll start to get frustrated and feel like you're not going anywhere. So don't try and achieve everything all at one time, but as long as you're moving forward and you sit back and appreciate all the things that you've done every once in a while. I know it's easy to forget. Write them down every once in a while. Just look back and you'll... So I think the main thing to changing your mindset, though, guys, is having that self-discipline and that choice that you actually want to change your mind in the first place. If you're going to sit there and think that it's a stupid idea that you're going to never achieve that goal, then you're never going to get there in the first place, because you've already blocked yourself out of that decision, right? And that's a major thing, right? Is your own personal self-being. If you don't believe that you're going to get there, then you're not going to get there, right? So because you've already failed in your mind, right? So just keep that in mind, that if you're watching this video right now, you've already made the choice to change your life. So now you have to put it into action every day. And it could be a simple little thing like, I just want to read 1 book this month, or I just want to exercise once a week this month, right? Just simple little things to get your mind feeding it and progressing, right? And that will help you in the long run. So one of the other things that I wanted to talk about that's really important is not letting other people bring you down. This could be someone close to you in your life. It could be people at work, right? You just have to make sure that you don't let that affect your own mindset, because you're never going to become a successful person and a happier person if you're letting other people, negative influence, bring you down, right? So if your loved one at home is a negative person, then you need to change that, right? You need to either get rid of that relationship, or you need to work on it together to become a more positive couple to help progress you into the future. So I wanted to talk about some of the books that I've read that have really changed my life. I think the first one that I read that started changing my mindset for the better was Rich Dad Poor Dad. I was basically sitting there saying, hey, I got to do something here. I'm paycheck to paycheck. I'm not healthy. I'm in bad habits. And by reading that one book, it's transpired and inspired me to be where I am now to this day. I feel like I've come a long way. I quit smoking. I barely drink as much. I exercise regularly now, and I think that just feeding your mind with this information, whatever book that it might be. Another good one is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Whatever that you're into, just find somebody that will inspire you and keep feeding your brain those positive thoughts, and definitely that's going to transpire everywhere in your life. I think exercise is a major skill that everybody should have, and stress and meditation life benefits, because I feel every time that I go for a run or I work out, I have that feeling that kind of lets me back to reality and grounds me a bit if I'm ever frustrated or feel like I'm overwhelmed a bit in my life, because I am kind of an overachiever. My mind is always constantly running, so I need to have those moments and break through with that clarity that you can sit back and just think about all the good things in your life. And exercise for me is the number one thing that does that. I feel that freedom, right? That freedom, and it connects you with the earth and the soul. So one of the main reasons why I started this channel, Motivation J, is because I've been inspired and I've been transforming my life, and I feel like I can feel that I'm helping other people around me. And I wanted to make this channel because I feel that other people might get benefits from it too. And I believe as a person that we all are here on this earth to help and support each other and love each other. And that's my main goal, is to help someone else along their own journey, and as well myself along the way. And for me, being on the camera is just another way of affirming to myself that I can do this and I can help other people, and that makes me a very happy person. So thank you for watching Motivation J. My name is Johnny, and I'm going to be bringing out new videos once a week as much as possible, and I'll be vlogging some of my everyday life so you can see my struggles and my successes. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.